For this project, I decided to explore the effects of if I cut out meat from my diet on my carbon footprint. So the reason this is important is because meat and food is one of the things that people can control a lot in terms of their carbon footprint. There are some things that are like where electricity comes from that are harder to control. You can control how much you use, but it's harder to control the specifics, whereas food is very personal. So the way that I did this is I did 1 week with meat in my diet. So you can see I have ground turkey, a lot of turkey this week, pork. I tracked it all in a log, some pictures if I wanted to keep specifics of what product it was or the closest I could get to ingredients in the calf. And that was one of the biggest issues with this project, was the cafeteria does not have good ingredients lists. So these are some examples of the cards with that information, and then these are sort of what it looked like that I was getting from yogurt, breads, where I was making my salads. So these are representative meals from that. And these are all from that second week when I cut out the meat from my diet. So the results, I logged it. I took everything from that spreadsheet and I put it in here. I did the math using, it's called My Emissions, which is the most complete free calculator I could find for these things. I filled those in and I broke it down total for the week of just veggies. So that's total for each meal, and then overall that's for the week. That's daily. For this one I divided by 7 because I only did 7 days of this one, whereas I had 8 days of eating the meat. And so here I divided by 8. And then I multiplied by 7 in order to get the weekly, and I multiplied by 52 from there in order to get my annual prediction. These are in kilograms of CO2 equivalent released, and the total here is 1,500 kilograms projected if I went no meat diet, and if I went with a meat diet, it was 1,200 kilograms projected, which is not what I expected. And there were a lot of things. A week probably was not long enough to get a good balancing of all the factors. I think that in this project I did demonstrate the second learning outcome, the demonstrating knowledge and understanding of scientific reasoning. I believe that I chose the right tools for this job, which was the analysis by averaging my outcomes. And I'm not sure if it quite qualifies as statistics, but using that analysis as a tool and using the data collection as a tool